Hey everyone, this is Enalia. I am back again on pure vanilla survival with random people that I don't know help me. Anyways, I kinda just wanted to do a talkie with y'all. A talkie meaning that I'm going to explain some things that should be fair. Oh, excuse me, fairly obvious in some people, but other people it's not so much. Also, this is gonna be like a girl thing. But guys can relate to some things too because it's gonna be relationship wise. Um, I thought I filled these, but I guess not. Anyways, um, so I did some mining. I got some stuff, but not a lot of stuff. But anyways, my relationship history sucks. I am really, really bad at relationships only because I have been treated terribly by other people. There was a guy named Justin that I used to date, and it wasn't good. He treated me terribly. He mentally abused me. He forced me to do things. Um, near when I was just really bored one day, and I shouldn't have done this at all, I thought about helping him out. And I thought that, I was doing good. No, I should have just left him be. Like, I should have left him alone. No, I got raped. Like, drugged and raped by him. Um, so that has reflected on me really bad. And at the time of that happening to me, I was dating a guy named Derek. So, I didn't tell Derek, and I kind of just left it be. Because I didn't want anything else to happen. I didn't want to be around this guy. I didn't want to do anything with this guy. I just wanted to be left alone. And that's how it's, been. Um, so when this happened, he was already like talking to this girl, and he didn't tell her what happened, and you know, so my bird just flapped its wings, spazzed out because the dog scared him. But anyways, hey, guess what? This is gonna be the very, very first pickaxe. And so after Justin, I had a guy. Ooh, what am I doing? Let's see, who came after Justin? It was Derek. Derek came after Justin. And Derek was a really nice guy. Don't get me wrong. Derek was really, really sweet. I thoroughly enjoyed Derek. But he was a really picky guy. Like, like, um, he didn't like vegetables. And I couldn't get him to eat any vegetables. So that just wouldn't work out for me and him. And that's why me and him split. Because I just couldn't handle him anymore. And then came Co. And this was the worst thing ever that I could have done to myself. So me and Co, we were on and off a good bit, and we had fairly kind of good chemistry, but you know, it just it just he was really annoying, and he knew what he wanted in his life, but he couldn't get it because I lived too far away. And he came down here for for a summer. No, I'm sorry, not a summer. He came down for, what was it? I can't remember what he came down here for. Oh, it was July. It was at the end of school. It was July. It was in July because I remember he went to the fireworks with us, me and my cousins, and my family hated him. Like, legitly hated him, and it was a really bad experience for me, and that was why I vowed to never have online, to ever bring anyone from online to where I live, because my family, no. It was just really bad. So my family said no to him, and that traumatized me a good bit because of how everything went about. So me and him kept online, and I thought things were going to be a bit better between me and him. It got only a lot worse. So me and him, we spoke for a couple of months through a game called IMVU, and that didn't really go for long. He started talking to someone else, and then I intervened, and I broke that up. And so we kept on talking, and well, I guess everyone can see where this is gonna go. So anyways, then I got him to come on and play, Minecraft with me, and that was on Shadowcraft. I had just joined Shadowcraft not too long ago, and then, I just got him to join, because he wanted to play games with me, and we need to spend time with each other and stuff like that, and I thought that was going to be great, but no. It didn't really work out that way. Like, it worked out like that for a few months, and then he started talking to Amethyst Rain, or Amethyst Renee, and I didn't know who this was, and I could only assume that she came from IMVU. How right I was. She and him started up a role play, and she became his wife on the role play. But then he actually wanted her as a girlfriend. But what I found out from her, from like learning about her, was that she was a very manipulative woman. She lied, and she would cheat, and she would steal. She lied to me, Shadow, and Co. she would grief my house. She griefed my house. She stole from my house on Shadowcraft. And so then she told a bunch of lies to Ko to get him to be on her side. And so I had Shadow take the chat logs from the server, copy and paste them, and sent them to Ko so Ko could read them. And he was furious. So what we did to get back at her was I got to blow up her house. And then later on, I think I blew up Ko's house as well because um, he started his crap again of cheating and stuff. And so I was like, I'm done. Forget it. Whatever. And we just kind of got out of. We kind of fell out. So then I met Chromus on there. He was a source to talk to. And it made me feel better just talking to him. Because I was so distraught and I was so upset that all this had happened and stuff and things like that. So, me and him got to talking, and then we ended up kind of having a few things like in common, I think. We started liking each other, and I was at work one day, and I worked at a bookstore, at a college bookstore, and it was so boring that day. I remember I was in the checkout in the snack area, and no one ever got snacks over there hardly. So I would be over there. And I remember I asked him, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm just on the server being bored. I'm like, well, I'm bored at work as well. So I have like pieces of uh, paper bags. Do you want to tell me what to draw? And so he had me draw like a skull and a horse and something else. I can't remember what else he had me draw, but I drew it. There's a witch. And he thought I was really good at it. Like he liked seeing me draw. So, that went on, and we went on for almost a year, and then we kind of fell apart with each other. And he we sort of just I got tired of things happening. um like things not going the way it should go. So that was, and then like we got back together, and then wait, how did I do that? Hang on, how did I end up without him the first time? I cheated on him. That's right, I cheated on him. I cheated on him with Mitch the first time. That was how we split up. Because I went out, started going out with Mitch and stuff. And then, let's see, what else happened? We... So, me and Mitch, we dated for a year and a half or something like that. Almost, or maybe, yeah, it was a year and a half. And, I started talking to Chromus again because I felt really bad for treating Chromus the way I did. And so I started talking to Chromus again, and that was how me and Mitch got into a really huge argument. And, yeah, things got really bad between me and him. So, that just did good. Yay. So, anyways, I can't remember what else happened. Something else happened. God, my memory is crap. I haven't thought back on this in a while, so yeah. Yeah. So the first time I started talking to Chromus again, I was living at Mitch's dad's trailer, and I got really upset because I was living in a trailer, and I don't like trailers. Um, so I got really depressed. I got really upset, and I started talking to Chromus again. And so, um, I told Mitch that, um, why did I tell him? I told him something. Like, I didn't like being in a trailer, and then so I felt really bad for talking to Chromus again, and so Mitch took me back because I didn't want to go home because I cheated. Um, so Mitch took me back, um, and then we were good for a while because I blocked everyone and stuff like that. And so then, um, I had started talking to Chromus again, and then Shadow, and then I gone back into Shadowcraft, actually Rainbow Harvest as it got renamed. And like we were all hunky dory, everything was great. And then I was going to leave Mitch to go back with Chromus, and that didn't really happen. So actually, yeah, it did. It did happen. I left Mitch, but not. I didn't leave Mitch to get with Chromus per se. I left Mitch because during me living with Mitch and at the apartment, my grandmother died, and so I kept feeling like crap. I kept like dealing with so much stress because I hadn't gotten a job. I kept I just felt bad all around. Like I was so stressed out from my parents to get a job. I was so stressed out from Mitch telling me to get a job. He needed help with money and bills and stuff. Like, oh my god, you just scared me. Um, and I couldn't contribute. I couldn't do anything because I didn't have a job. And that was what really, really bothered me. I couldn't find a job. And I got so stressed out that I just snapped. And I told Chromus, when I leave here, I'm coming back and we're going to have, a relationship and stuff like that. And I'll get a job and I'll save up and we'll get a place together. And then I had a dream about my grandmother who gave me a message saying that whatever path I was going down, which was this really long hallway that there was light on my side, but then as it gradually got down the hallway, it got gradually darker. And then all of a sudden, so pitch black you couldn't see the end. And my grandmother in the dream had this really worried look on her face. And she took my hand, and she's like, I'm really worried for you. Whatever you're doing, you cannot go down this hallway. You cannot. You're not, it's not, you're, the end of it is going to be a really, really long way. And so I woke up and I started crying because I felt like this entire tunnel was my life. What was going on with me right then and there. And there was no end to it. Like, there was nothing to be happy about, and there was nothing coming up that was good. There was just a bunch of darkness. If okay, if I kept going on that way. So, uh, hello, Sir Creeper. Woo. Okay, so anyways, I took that as a really, really deep sign that I needed to change. I needed some change. I needed to get away from Mitch. I needed to get away from Chromus. I needed to get away from everything and find myself. I need to find my path. Find the path that I need to be on and be happy and find my happiness again. So that's what I did. I broke up with Mitch. I told Chromus that I couldn't do it. And, you know, no one was happy. No one was happy. Except for me, kind of. Well, actually, no, that's false. I wasn't happy at all. I felt like utter shit. So, uh, as I got back home, Chromus wanted me to, tell my parents about him and how we were going to, like, date and stuff like that. But, as I said before, I've been really traumatized by my family and long distance relationships and things like that nature. So I said I just couldn't. And so Chromus got really, really upset. And, he's like, then why the hell are we saving money for? Why the hell are you doing this for? What the fuck is going on? You lied. You're lying to me. Or something to that effect. And so I felt really bad. But, you know. So anyways, he got really upset and I said, I'm so sorry. I have to do this. And then he's like, no, you're just gonna go back to Mitch. And I'm like, no, I'm not going back to Mitch. Because I'm not. There's nothing with Mitch now. Like, so he didn't really believe me. Which is okay, I don't mind. um, and, yeah. So then after that, after Chromus, oh, he also Chromus has an anger issues. Um, and he 3, 2, 3. He likes to blow up on things a lot. Like, not really small things, just, big things that should have been decided beforehand. And it's hard to say that he did mental abuse stuff. Hey guys, okay, so I wanted y'all to understand something about the whole Chromus thing. Um, so I couldn't really think anymore because my head was really kind of pain and I had a headache, but I just still want to talk anyways. So Chromus did do mental abuse. He would tell me that he wasted his life and that he was nothing but shit, and he actually made me feel really, really bad. Like, he toyed with me and would make me feel like crap and said it was all my fault and stuff like that. And, like, he, he would bitch and moan and groan about all the stuff that I said I would do and things like that, and I didn't do it. I didn't go through with it and stuff like that, and so he was really upset about that. I'm actually trying to find something else. Whenever I would talk about Mitch, or if I talked to Mitch, he would get really mad about it and pissed off and stuff. He just would bring about all things from the past and bring up things that I had said. And it's really difficult to deal with him and his anger and stuff. And so whenever I would have a valid argument, it wasn't valid enough for him. He would shoot it down and twist it, like, not really twist it, more like he would argue about his side and then bring up my side, and he would just pretty much argue on both sides, basically. But everything that I said that went against his ideas and his, like, thoughts and about the whole relationship and what I said that I would do about it and stuff like that, he wasn't happy about it. Like, he wouldn't take anything for an answer. Like, I am complete shit. Basically, I am. And so then he would, at the end, after I just said, I'm done, this is it, that's it, this is just, no, I'm not dealing with this. He would send me message after message after message, doing all the pity crap, like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to go on? Blah, 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 blah. And, like, I'm not going to find anyone else, blah, blah, blah. And so that right there really turns me off. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we're broken up now, but, like, I know it really fucking hurts a shit ton and stuff like that, but, like, I already feel bad as it is. Like, why are you pushing me into it much worse? Like, I already hate my life. And him and Soul will bring it up sometimes. I haven't heard from Soul, but I know Soul would bring it up and ignore me and stuff in the past after me and him broke up and stuff. Um, and I didn't really care anymore. I didn't really care anymore, and I don't care anymore. So, um, you know, if I'm being ignored by both of them, I don't care. Like, I'm just doing my thing and they're doing their own thing. Hopefully, Soul will, have a nice life with his boyfriend, and Chromus will find someone else. So, there's that. That was all I wanted to say. um, to finish up that part of the story. And this is a really long story, by the way. So it's my entire relationships are hard and complicated and crap like that. But anyways, yeah. So now y'all know. So another thing about Chromus was I couldn't put up a good fight against him. Every time me and him would argue, I felt like my arguments weren't good, or I would forget what to say or something like that. I would completely just fail at arguing, and I would let him win. Like I would have nothing else to say, and I couldn't say anything at all. Like nothing would come to me. And before I even would talk to him, like I would know, what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it and stuff like that. But it was just whenever me and him would go to talk and argue about certain things, I wouldn't have a clue of what to say or what to think or how to say some things. It was so bad. And I would try to argue my point, and he would control the whole argument. Um, and then I would try to defend myself, and it would just get worse. Like I would dig my my grave deeper and deeper and deeper, and I would just fail. And I pretty much was. I have been the reason for everything that's happened between me, Mitch, Derek, Chromus, Co, um, and anyone else that I didn't name. Justin. Actually, no. Justin drove us part because he was doing drugs that I have found out um, through a source. When me and him were dating, he was doing drugs and he didn't tell me. And I also didn't know about the people that he had over, and he would, fuck and stuff like that. So that was, uh, oh my god moment. Like holy crap! I'm glad that I got away from him, but oh my god, I'm an idiot for trying to help him again. Yeah, things that you learn about that much later on in life sucks. But yeah, nothing was good. Nothing has become good for me. Um, and I'm the reason for all of this. Um, so yeah, I feel like this whole video that I'm putting out now might answer a few questions that people had asked from ad for me had that people had for me that I can't speak right now. This is how the arguments between me and Chromus would be. Um, Me and him would literally fight just like this. So yeah, this is why I'm making this video, to clear up a lot of stuff. Um, yeah. So I'm sorry everyone out there that I have affected in some way, oh shoot, some form. Um, I'm sorry that I've been so hurtful and stuff like that. Like, I can apologize, but people would probably not take it from me. They, that's how much they don't like me. So, yeah. This is all I can do. And, yeah. And no, the dead aren't telling me to do this, and no, like, I've chosen to do this myself. So, I feel like to make myself feel better in a way, I should do this. I needed to do this. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going back to the video now, and I'll probably cut in every once in a while to help out with an explanation to make it better or worse. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see y'all. In a way, I kind of feel like he did. Like, he would make me feel really bad about some things, but in a way, I feel like there wasn't any reason for me to feel bad about what I've done a little bit, because I kind of feel like I was in the right on doing some things I did. But maybe that's just me being stupid. Probably. But anyways, so don't be like me. Don't don't be fucked around with, and don't fuck around with your life and like relationships. Like, if you're doing long distance relationships and stuff like that, they're really difficult. Like, you need to understand that. They are so difficult. You need to really understand that. Doing long distance relationships takes a lot of communication. Like, there's so much communication that is involved in long distance relationships. And sometimes they're not fun. They're really stressful. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. The next person that I tried to date was 1, 2, 3. Was who was the next person that I tried to date? Was it Deso? I think it was Deso. I think that, yeah, it was Deso. Deso was a good friend of mine, and he was in a really bad relationship with his wife. And things got so bad that he mentally got really, like, it just wasn't good for him mentally wise. So he would check himself into a crisis center to not hurt himself. That's how bad it got between him and his wife. And I haven't heard. And he checked himself in on January, and I still haven't heard from him, like, since then. So, I've given him his space and everything that he needs. So I've explained things to him to keep him, from hurting himself and stuff. But yeah, I don't know about him. As you can see, I'm currently doing a zigzag back and forth all the way down. It is very difficult, but yeah. I need more spruce. So, don't be like me. I'm just a piece of crap that doesn't know what she wants, and toys with guys. Yeah, don't be like me. Like it's not worth it. If you want if you're having difficulties in your relationship with the guy that you're currently with, you need to talk it out and like um yeah, you need to talk it out with them a lot and try to sort it out. Because if you don't, things will just get worse between you two, and that's not the way that you want it to be. You want to be in a really loving and caring and understanding relationship between the two of you. I have failed that in every relationship that I've ever been in. So, um, yeah, don't be like me, where I'm, almost 30 and I still don't have a person to be with and to be married to and stuff like that. I'm not proud of myself in the least. I'm not. But yeah, that's just how my life is. So, anyways, um also don't be in an abusive relationship. Whatever you do, it's not worth to be in that kind of relationship at all. It's the worst thing that you could ever put yourself through. I'm from experience. Um, I'm a pretty tattered and destroyed woman. I've done it to myself, and I've had it done to me by others. So, yeah. And you know what? It takes a woman to understand how to act and what she wants and what not to do by experience. If you're told about it, it just doesn't click. You have to do it yourself to literally understand and be like, oh, that's what they meant when they said this, and or how this is going to feel like and stuff like that. It's like a really big oh moment. So there's that, and there's always a consequence in the end from the guy or your family or something that will be displeased with you and will make you regret it for the rest of your life. um, like my family has. Not once do they let me not relive the horror and crap that I have done and had to do and deal with and things like that. What the heck? Why is there so many spiders? There we go. So, yeah. I hope this has been some good advice from your endearing, that's not right. Anyways, I'm just looking out for all the other women out there and telling them that they, should take their time when choosing someone and to not feel rushed, because looking for a guy, is really hard in this day and age, because a lot of guys are dirtbags. They're very hurtful people, and they will do nothing but try to get back at you and hurt you and stuff like that. It's just not fun. It's not fun for anyone. And it will stay with you for a long time. It's just something that you learn from a lot, and it's not easy learning from these apparent mistakes, and yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Hang on. um, it really does hurt. That's what I'm trying to say. It hurts. You hurt them and you hurt yourself in the process. And you don't really know what else to do. Or you don't know how to try and make yourself better. I think that's the hardest part, is trying to not feel so attacked all the time by people and stuff like that. I mean, people will literally attack you over certain things that have happened between you and the other guy, or uh, you and the guy that you broke up with, and his friends will back them up. Like, they don't give a shit about you because they were his friends in the very beginning. Trying to use them to make yourself look good or look better or get something against him is not the way to go. Like, you did this to yourself, you cheated, you did all this other stuff, you're gonna have to sleep in it. So, that's what I've been doing. And pulling myself back up to my feet for the fifth, sixth time is one of the hardest things again. When you get older and you kind of go through breakups and stuff, they're not as easy that then you assume and stuff. They're just not easy at all. Because you start believing that you have found Mr. Right, and sometimes finding Mr. Right isn't the best thing to do. Mr. Right, just some aspects, doesn't exist. How some people want to date a rich guy and expect the world to be given to them with a golden spoon and not having to work again. No, that's not the way to look at the world at all. It's not even how to live your life, for one. It's just not. So, there's a lot of people like that out there nowadays. And, it's not great. I don't like it. I dislike it. It's not fun. If you're not, I mean, I know some people aren't going to be like me at all. They'll have friends and they'll have people to talk to, and they'll have like all sorts of stuff to do and to get over a relationship, but I don't. Like, I'm alone. Literally alone. I don't have anyone to talk to. Um, little by little, um, I've kind of, whoa, there we go. I kind of, sort of cut myself off here and there from itch and from the people that I was playing Rocket League with and stuff like that. Um, so I'm just in my own world now, and I'm just hanging out, hanging around, hanging in there, being bullied by people in my real life at my work, being blamed for stuff that I didn't do, and not being able to have a say in anything. So that is what I face, that is what I deal with, and that's just how my life is. Um, so yeah. Um, choose your friends wisely. Um, always, don't break your friendships over something stupid. Um, there's something else. There's something else. And I can't remember it now. Like, I legitimately can't remember it now. Well, okay, so. Oh, also, if your friends, like, say they're friends, but they don't ever talk to you ever again, like, for years and stuff, and then, like, yeah, life gets in the way and they get married and stuff, and you're not invited to their wedding, that's okay, because they weren't friends at all. They were never friends. You were never friends with them. They lied. They lied to you. And people lie to other people all the time. So don't feel bad about that either. Everyone is cheap shit. uh, but the cheapest shit ever is you. Because you are sometimes able to be trampled on and walked on and all sorts of stuff. Like, people take out all their aggression, all their hate out on you, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, that's something that you get to look forward to when you grow as you get older and you grow up and stuff. And you start getting out of the house and experiencing life and other people, and you're like, oh, yay, I'm an adult. No, that's. Yeah, you're an adult now, but this is what you get to look forward to. And you just have to smile. You're not allowed to complain about it. Oh no. Because complaining makes you look really weak. And no one likes that. Oh no. No one does. I don't have anyone to talk about this stuff with. I record it just so myself can rehear it. And over and over and over again. Just so I can hear myself say I feel like a complete waste of life for everything that I've ever done to anyone. To Chromus, to Deso, to everything. Everyone. Anyone around me. Like, I feel so bad about it. I have hurt people countless times. And I never stopped to think about it. I just like, oh yeah, I'll find someone else. You get into a predicament of looking like you're 14. Guys don't want you. Guys look at you and they're like, oh, you're so young. What are you? why do you have this job? You should be in school right now. They don't even give me a second glance. So, there's that. And then there is, well, there's nothing else, I don't think. Everyone on the apparent friends that I had, how they talk about, people that don't talk to them and haven't talked to them for years. Do you really think they're friends with you? Well, I would expect them to like delete me or something off their friends list, but they don't. Because they still think that, we're friends. I know you. Yeah, you know me, but just how well do you know me now? Like, you haven't spoken to me, you haven't done a single thing, you haven't invited me out, you haven't called me. I have to do all the calling? Are you kidding me? Everyone else got in touch with everyone else, but everyone else forgot about me. Like, I have to bend over backwards for people just to be a part of a group. If I have to keep doing that, then I might as well not be in a group. I might as well not have anyone at all. I don't. Keeping friends is really hard. That's another lesson. If you don't bend over backwards for the people around you, they won't bend over backwards for you. It's up to you to decide if you want to do all that or not. And if you don't want to do all that, that's fine. Live your life as a loner because maybe it's better. Maybe that's better for you. Maybe, you know, going away from your town, from your hometown, is better for you. Maybe making more friends, making new friends, meeting more people, getting away from all the regular crap and the familiar faces and stuff is better. Somehow all this wasn't for me. I literally just kind of sort of shot myself in the foot with every relationship I ever had, and it just wasn't good. It destroyed me. Life destroyed me. That's what it all comes down to. And it sucks because it's horrible to feel like this. It's not fun. It's not. So, it's like you try to, or I've tried to reach out to people and say hi, and talk to them, but they don't ever talk to me back because of what I've done, which is why I kind of am here in pure vanilla with a bunch of kids, because it's one of the only places that has a variety of interesting personalities and stuff, and sometimes they clash, but you know what? That's why I have, what do I have? Hidden chat. That's why I have a hidden chat. That's right. That's why. So yeah. I'm currently trying to remember how to make a enchanting table. I'm gonna have to get some more obsidian, but I think it's like this. No, 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 no. It's this. I haven't made an enchanting table in so long. Oh my gosh. And this. That. Yes. Haha. I made an enchanting table. Nice. Okay. So let's go up here and put this down. Alright. I don't know where I want to put this enchanting table. Can I put it up here? Well, the people are going to see it then. But you know what? So what? I don't care. I just might dig out a room for it or something. I think I'll do that. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Well, I don't think y'all have enjoyed this at all, this entire thing, but I just kind of wanted to get this out there that, you know, I am not the greatest person alive. And I will probably, like, I do want to date again, but I'm probably not going to be. I've treated people around me like crap, especially Chromus and Mitch. And I guess that's why I've treated them like crap, because I was treated like crap. And, you know, it wasn't them that did that to me. There was no reason for me to have them feel like that, make them feel like that. That wasn't nice of me, per se. So yeah. It's like I want friends. I want more friends to connect with and be around and chit chat with and in a calls and just kind of lean on, but I'm not allowed to have that because everyone hates me. If you abuse what little friends you have, you get left. And yeah. And yeah, it's a really hard lesson to swallow, to learn, to deal with. It's really hard because you just want things to go back to normal, and it doesn't. When you get scared at night and you cry in the middle of the night and you're just like looking around for someone to talk to ease your mind and stuff, and there's no one, you really feel like you've did yourself in then. So anyways, yeah, I will stop there for today. Sorry for being really dark and stuff, dreary on y'all. I just kind of wanted to say that stuff, then I had to get off my, bleh, to to get it off my chest. It needed to be done, I felt. So sorry. What happened to my crafting? Okay, well, you know what? I'll just make another crafting bench. That's fine. Ah, man. Hey, aha. 4. So, anyways. Yeah. I will see y'all later. Until next time. Bye, guys.